Hey there, how's it going, guys? It's Saul Good here, and welcome to my channel.
The noble quest for the pot noodle holder, a vessel that cradles instant noodles with the reverence they deserve. Let us embark on this epic journey, where dimensions become our guiding stars and constraints our trusty steeds. To begin with the tutorial, open Fusion 360 on your device. Go to Sketch and select the Line tool. Click on the front plane to sketch on the XZ axis. Like a knight drawing Excalibur from the stone, sketch a vertical line upwards. Its length, 135 mm, echoes through the halls of Fusion 360. Behold, the noodle holder's spine. Press L on your keyboard to bring up the Line tool again. From the center, draw a line to the right, 75 mm long. It's the base, the unsung hero supporting our noodle dreams. It whispers, "Fear not, for I shall bear the weight of MSG-laden goodness." Continue using the Line tool to draw a horizontal line starting from the top of your vertical line. Use the radius of the top rim measurement to set the length of the line. Finally, draw a line connecting your two horizontal lines together. Remember, you can use any dimensions you want as per your likeness. This line doubles as a noodle whisperer. It knows when your ramen needs more soy sauce. Use the Line tool to sketch a horizontal line just above your baseline. Select your line and press X on your keyboard. This will turn your line into a construction line. Note, construction lines can be used to help you draw or define your sketches, but they don't count as real lines when you then use other functions such as extruding. This makes them very useful. Press D on your keyboard to initiate the Dimension tool. Then hold down the Control button and select both your baseline and the construction line above it. Make the distance between them as 8 mm, as this is the thickness of the holder's walls. Draw another construction line starting from the top rim line down through your baseline. Try to make it roughly parallel with your angled connection line. It's like a noodle shadow, always there, yet elusive. Initiate the Dimension tool. Hold Ctrl while selecting the very top end of your connection line and the construction line you just drew. Make the distance between these 2 points as 8 mm. This is the wall thickness. Now, go to Constraints ribbon and click on the Parallel constraint. Now select the two angled lines to make them completely parallel to each other. These lines attend the Noodle Symposium, discussing al dente theories. Go to Sketch and Find and select the Point tool. Then place 4 points along the angled line of your sketch. Point 1, I'm linguine, long and poetic. Point 2, I'm pen, straight but versatile. Point 3, I'm fusilli, always spiraling. Point 4, I'm macaroni, small but mighty. You've lured the Dimension tool like a siren calling sailors to noodle nirvana. The top right corner flirts with the first point. 12 mm, my dear. That's the rim to indent distance. Perfect for slurping. The first and second points share a secret, 18 mm, the length of indents. They giggle, imagining noodles nesting. The second and third points murmur, for millimeters, the space between indents. It's where noodles catch their breath. The third and fourth points declare another 18 mm, length of indents redux. Noodles love symmetry. Now, go to Create then Arc and select the 3-point Arc tool. Click on the first point, then click on the second point. Pull the arc about halfway towards the construction line. Draw another 3-point arc between the third and fourth points. You pressed L like a maestro summoning notes from the keyboard. Please note if it is a construction line, press X again or check this box. Notice that the lines on the arc are blue, whereas all the other lines are black. This is because a black line means it has been fully defined, whereas a blue line means it has not. You trace the angled construction line, chasing it like a detective tailing a noodle thief. Then, behold, the point of interception. Sketch a construction line between the two angled lines. Again, select the Parallel Lines constraint and apply it to the newly drawn construction line. Set the distance to be 4 mm away from one of the angled lines. Go to Constraints and select the tangent constraint. Click on the construction line, then select the top arc. Repeat this step for the bottom arc. And there you have it, a sketch infused with noodle magic. You stepped onto the grand stage of Create and chose Revolve. As the profile, select the L-shaped section of your sketch. As the axis, select your height line. Press OK. Go to Modify and select Appearance or hit A on your keyboard. Now, let's sprinkle some aesthetic charm onto our design like confetti at a design party. And hey, remember, when it comes to colors, just like choosing your outfit for a blind date, sometimes it's okay to go a little bold and let your creativity shine brighter than a neon rainbow. After all, who said CAD can't be fabulous? Ah, the classic choice of white, the chameleon of colors, the blank canvas of the design world. Like a fresh coat of paint on a canvas, white has the power to transform the mundane into the magnificent, the ordinary into the extraordinary. Yellow, the sunshine of colors, the beacon of cheerfulness in a world of grayscale. Like a burst of laughter in a quiet room, yellow injects energy and optimism into our designs. So let's splash some yellow onto our canvas and watch as it radiates warmth and joy. Blue. My girlfriend likes blue, and that is why I'm putting it. Another yellow. After all, in a world full of hues, yellow reminds us to always choose sunshine over shade. And red, of course, to save you from the embarrassment of your lipstick mark. Remember, in the world of design, every stroke of imagination counts, and each idea is a step toward something extraordinary. So, as you continue on your own design adventures, may you always be guided by the warmth of your creativity and the joy of discovery. Thank you once again for being a part of this incredible journey. Here's to many more moments of inspiration and collaboration ahead.